Hello, welcome to Lackluster Reactions. I'm your Lackluster Reactor, here today for the beginning of a new series, Mieruko-chan, Episode 1. A little later than usual. Most of you who watch multiple people, or just the first people who come up, will probably have already watched someone else reacting to it, but I'm not here for clicks, so if people don't show up for mine because they've already seen the episode, I don't care. But again, Sundays are ironically more busy to me currently than weekdays, so. Anyway, enough rambling about my actual schedule. So let's just get started, shall we? Clock up. Here we go. Starting off the horror already. No, this isn't our main character. Our main character has long hair and this one is short. Again, for people who didn't watch my pre-show video, I have some experience reading some of the manga, but it's like chapters 5 or 10 or something, just the ones that have been dubbed and reacted to on YouTube and stuff. So what's currently happening right now, I am blind to. If the light switch is not working, the lamp's not going to work either. I'm not sure what you're doing. Oh no, the microwave! Okay. Is there any particular reason you're in the fridge? But hey, good to see a ring reference. Or Grudge, or any other of the various movies about Oreo ghosts, but the ring is my personal wheelhouse in that area, so. Okay, they're watching a movie. Short hair girl is not important. No one's even watching the movie. Maybe I'll just pretend I didn't see it. Then the fridge opens for foreshadowing. Okay. I'm gonna focus on the opening this first time to see if there's any foreshadowing. Again, this is a horror comedy and not much mystery. Maybe there's the mystery of why she has the powers to begin with, but from what I know of the series, I haven't heard anyone refer to anything about that, so I'm just guessing she rolls with it and has to deal with it without too major questions. As for how the opening currently is, nothing really foreshadowing. There was that part a couple seconds back, a dozen seconds back now, that had quick shots of a lot of locations that might foreshadow things that do happen, but it's not going to be major foreshadowing unless the random color blotches represent something. Though the ghosts that do show up look more like human-shaped black puddings than any of these colors, so it's been a while. Let's see if I can remember these girls' names. It's Mika and Hana, right? And that's Mika even though the series is called Mieruko-chan. The question is, does she start out seeing ghosts? Like, did she see the whatever the dog was actually barking at, or does that develop a little later on? Oh, I thought only my parents did that. Ah, hello, father. It's good to see you. That's one that brings up one thing I have read, the one that's partially involves her father, but I also think that's early on, so we'll probably get to that in this season too. Ah, so they make charms for me, people like me too. Lambda again, but we just left it behind in Higurashi. uh, uh, Here's the girl I haven't actually seen anything from, but I know enough to know that she's the third main character. Well, the second secondary character, because just main, singular main character. You know what I'm talking about. She's the person who's important right below these two. Is that under the moonlight? I don't even know what the actually know what the poems Tiger Under the Moonlight actually entails, but that's another thing I picked up from anime references. Jules is playing soccer and it's gonna move the ball before we cut, right? Yep. Ah, look at all those trolls. It's a positively a murder, isn't it? Uh, so Hannah is officially my spirit animal then. Hannah continues to be my spirit animal. Sounds like she's being haunted by something. That's probably not something we're dealing with right away. Probably a few episodes in storyline. Yeah, the way she turned makes it seem that she actually can see them at the current moment. Didn't even try to hide it. Ah, the awkward bathroom scene. It's actually occupied, so it might not be a ghost. But it's the second stall, so it might be a reference to Hanako-san, or Chan, or whatever the ghost story is. I think it's San. I'm not good with names, okay? Even if I am interested. Ah, the Japanese phrase for too much information. I need to actually actively learn that one. Language is not my specialty. I try to pick up phrases here and there, but most of it is just stuff I hear repeatedly in anime. Just like most weebs. Oh, weeb, whatever the nerd proper term you want to use is. I have proudly embraced the word weeb. Ah, the school at night. A perfect place for a jump scare. Did she turn off and on the light again, or did something else turn off the light and she turned it back on without batting an eyelash? Okay, looks like the random small tidbits of fan service are going to be on the bottom half of the body of this show. You watch enough anime and you watch enough horror, you get desensitized to the random fan service. Thank you, calligraphy. We wouldn't have guessed otherwise. Yes. Is that the same picture? I think the haunting's getting good started. Yep. Oh no, it's Siri. The scariest thing imaginable. But no, Ghost actually messing with phones like this was an effective way to be scary. I'm especially if you do that. I'm sure like 90% of people are actively creeped out by that, but again, I live horror, so this is what entertains me. Waiting for the jump. And there it is. Looks like Passione did their job well. That is definitely creepy. And she ignores it successfully. Stonewalling 10 of 10. But yeah, no, that scene was well made and it was well animated. Um, animated. So yeah, props to Studio Passione. Also props to the original storyteller because what I read from the manga was great. So here's another one. Yeah, that's an interesting thing to do with your neck. Ah, it's buffering. Stop. One moment. Ah, that's not what I want. Bye, 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 bye. See, there it is. More random butt shots. Ah, salt, yes. No, why are you putting it in a cup and sitting in a corner? The typical way is to make a circle out of it to stop them from crossing the border, but the one in the bathroom was for 20 minutes. That must have been rough. Prayer beads are a classic. Religious symbols in general is a classic, but Japanese are prayer beads. Salt's already disturbed because you didn't set it up right. See, this is what happens when you don't set it up right. And the salt is just continues to be knocked over. How in the world did you sleep? No handprint today. No crows. Just a different bird that I'm not good enough with birds to identify. Okay, so yesterday was the first day she started experiencing ghosts. Okay, Miko, not Mika. I think I'm becoming a Mika. Nope. My, yeah. Morning. Let's call her Sensei. Well, the one that we just saw called her Mama. I wonder if there's any interesting connections of that. Another song that I'm gonna have to look up. Yeah, back shadows everywhere. She didn't see anyone. And she only sees outlines. Interesting. So she can't see the whole. Third girl can't see all of the ghosts, just the auras. Both of them are with their mascots. Let's see who the third girl gets. Mushroom and Caterpillar. Yeah. But yeah, no, Passione made a good job making those things unsettling. Well, the original Office art also had them unsettling, but Passione made them unsettling and moving, so. But yeah, also the eye shots to show, again, what they see. That next time thing added nothing. But anyway, so that was the first episode. Again, I am pleased by Passione's work. As much as people complained about Higurashi last season, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and with the writing I know is in this series. I keep wanting to say series and season at the same time. With the writing I know is in this series and how well Passione is making the adaptation from manga to actual anime to make it thoroughly unsettling is really looking like it's gonna be a good show. A lot of good horror actually happening this season. It's only been the second real day of the season since shows just started premiering yesterday that I know of. There might have been stuff on the first, but the first shows I know of were yesterday. But yeah, it's the season has just started. We already have this and the new Digimon series, which is also ghost hunting, which interests me because horror fanatic. And tomorrow we're getting our 2 vampire shows. I think there's a third vampire show, but that's also a music show, so I tend to skip those. But yeah, vampires tomorrow for me. But this is the only one I'm reacting to because actively looking for, well, you don't need to hear my personal life, but don't know where I am going to be over the next season, so only want to focus on one show. That's anyway. Any more and I'll be rambling, which I am already rambling, but any more would just be boring you people. So I'm going to cut it off here. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and I hope to see you all next episode.